So in my last video, I broke into Fortress Indomita early. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually get into the fortress. However, it was a lot of fun trying to get up there. And somebody commented on that video asking if I could try to break into Dominion, which is this city in the middle here. And I think that's a very exciting challenge, so here we go. This comment made me feel like I need to say at the beginning that I unfortunately was not able to break into Dominion. However, I will be going over how I managed to break into places, the trick that I use, as well as going out of bounds in other places, and I think that the process is still fun, so I hope you enjoy. So really quick, I'm going to go over the main trick that I use to be able to get out of bounds, and this is also very helpful for when you're just playing the game and trying to get around. So if you see, you can't really get up this, and there are a lot of places where there are heights like this that you can't get up, you have to go a different way. However, there's a double jump in the game, but if you get on your vehicle, get off of the vehicle, you can jump twice. And now, what you do is you jump while on the vehicle, get off, and then jump twice, and you can get a ton more height, and that's how you can get up to locations that you wouldn't really be able to get to. Fun fact, one of the first achievements I got, only 3.1% of players have got, and I thought that was very funny. There we go. Now there is almost definitely going to be an invisible wall all around this. There is absolutely zero chance they want you to be able to get up here and go into the city. But that's never stopped me before. I'm at least going to try. There we go. One step further. Now this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough. I don't know if I can get up here. Damn it. What the heck is happening? What the heck? What is happening? Is it raining blood? What? Okay. Plan of action. I can't get up this in the middle here. Can I get somewhere over there, though? Probably not. Yeah, none of this is solid. Well, this is an interesting place to be able to stand. No. Okay, so it's very unlikely that you're able to get in from here. However, there are several different locations where there are like entry points. So I guess I'll try one of the other ones. Damn, that is a massive invisible wall. Oh my god. Alright, new plan of attack here. I'm gonna try to get on top of this. I can somewhat see a path up. Well, they are super strict with the invisible walls over here. Oh my god, everything is an invisible wall over here. No, seriously? Oh my god, how big is that invisible wall? They really don't want you to get up there. What could I possibly get to that's not an invisible wall? Or apparently has no collision whatsoever. Damn it. Wow. Well, it turns out they really don't want people breaking into to the city in the center of the map. Wow, who'd have thought? They really went crazy with the invisible walls here. That is so unfortunate. Alright, I think it's a lost cause. Gonna have to go a different way. I think that's the first time I've been legitimately threatened with out of bounds. That's crazy. This is the first place I've been where they've been so aggressive with oh my god. This is the first place I've been where they've been this aggressive with, like, not going out of bounds. All of this is invisible wall. That is crazy. How could they possibly have expected someone to get up here? Why would they put an invisible wall here? That is insane. Oh wow, it just gets rid of your vehicle there. Okay. More invisible wall. Oh my god. Very tall, apparently. I wonder how much, like, how much space are they wasting just tossing invisible walls, like, super tall invisible walls everywhere. I think these are the most aggressive invisible walls I have ever seen in, like, any game ever. This is insane. They really do not want you breaking out of bounds. Okay, well, one more place to check. Oh, come on! Now that looks cool. However, the fact that this just goes straight to the wall makes me think that this is a forced out of bounds zone. That is so stupid! Invisible walls are like my least favorite thing in video game. Is there an invisible ceiling here? Invisible walls are my least favorite thing in gaming because if you're going to create an area where it is possible to get to, and you know that it's possible to get to, so you put an invisible wall there, just let people get there. Either make it not possible, Or let people get there. Invisible ceiling, right here. Why? Why? What is the point of this? Yes! No? Yes? Maybe? I definitely got around some invisible wall. Oh, we're so back. No, come on! Really? Really? Why? Why do you have a second invisible wall here? What could possibly be the reason you would expect someone to get past the first invisible wall? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. Oh, I've clipped out of bounds. Oh. Like, through the map out of bounds, not like normal past an invisible wall out of bounds. Wait, so all of this doesn't even exist? None of this has collision? Damn. Even when I manage to clip out of bounds, there's invisible walls everywhere. Man, that's so upsetting. Why would there possibly be an invisible wall here? Just what could possibly be the reason? I don't understand. Well, since I can't make it to where I want to go, I guess I'll just mess around out of bounds. That's so crazy looking. There's totally a death plane down here. I wonder if these have collision. Nope. And there's the death plane. Man, that sucks. Since I wasn't able to do that, here's a couple more interesting things. And the reason I'm over here is because there are often towers like this. But what you can do is you can sort of look around and find a place to get some height. So like, this might be good. And sort of use this trick to make your way up to the top of this. I actually don't know how you're supposed to get up here. The normal way. Because who plays games the normal way? So now that I'm up here, spawn the vehicle, get up here, and then boom. Now, is there probably a way easier way to get on top of these? Yeah. But it's fun to figure it out. There's one place in particular where this is very helpful, and it's actually over here. This safe house right here. So over here is sort of a second entrance. Now, this is intended to be an exit to the safe house, but using the trick that I just taught you, you can actually get on top of this. There is one other location that's pretty interesting to get into. Yeah, over here. So eventually you get a safe house up here. But until then, and you can like go all the way around and then get over. But the first time that I found this area, I didn't know that you could go around. And you know, there's probably way easier ways to get up there still. You know, something that I don't have access to yet. So instead, this is how I got up there. This, by the way, is where one of those things you have to deposit is. So you can easily grab that, bring it over there. But I'm not done yet. I want to get all the way up. So stuff like that is just really cool to figure out, to find out how to do. Even if it doesn't actually get you anywhere, it's a lot of fun to do. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you next time. Later!